Hello TBDs, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing around with the brand new Natasha Denona bronze palette, okay? When she started releasing like average priced eyeshadow palettes, I hopped on that. If you missed my last video talking about a Natasha Denona palette, I reviewed the Love palette, so I'll link that in the description below if you're interested in seeing that. But this is a totally opposite end of the spectrum from that. So this is very warm, very bronzy, very summery, everything I love. Also, just shout out to Natasha Denona for having this little thing you can tug on without having to rip the packaging. It's just another little perk. Look at that, you guys. Oh, I already have a fingerprint. No! Anyway, if you guys are interested in seeing my thoughts and testing out this palette, then be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe because I do upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I believe this whole bronze collection is new. There is a eyeshadow palette, a face glow palette. She also just has those two. Okay, so it's just two items in this collection. I did not get the bronze face glow palette. It looks like this. But this palette is $65. So it is not cheap by any means, but the Natasha Denona palettes that are like $200 something, I would never ever spend money on that. And so she started releasing these smaller palettes that I'm like, you know what? I could do that. I could do 65 bucks. So on Sephora, it says that it is a go-to eyeshadow palette that's a summer essential. It's free of parabens, cruelty-free. It has mattes, duochromes, metallic shimmers, all of the things. One of the cool things about this palette is that it does have little pokies on the back. So you could actually take this, take the eyeshadows out and add them to another palette or something and make your own. It does have a magnetized closure here. You open it up. Oh my gosh. I think this could be my favorite palette of the summer. This is what the palette looks like. So you have somewhat similar shades, but also very different. There's 5 mattes, 4 ultra shimmery shades, 5, it looks like just regular shimmer shades, and then 1 kind of like satin color. It does look like maybe one of the just shimmer shades is a duochrome right here. And there goes that packaging. Okay. You do get a very nice large mirror in this palette. It feels very heavy. When it came in the mail, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the Natasha Denona because it's so heavy. So yeah, you have a lot of different colors that you can use in this palette. It has really a great neutral type of shades that you can throw in the crease, has amazing shades for the lid, has a few darker shades to deepen up the outer V. But yeah, I cannot wait to get into this palette, and these are just my kind of colors. There's a lot of colors, to be honest, that are speaking to me. This True Copper shade is, I'm dying to use Alloy. However you say that. This one right here, really want to use True Bronze. I would also really want to use Gloaming right here. Oh my goodness. First, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush. By the way, all of these brushes are just newly washed, so not having any other kind of pigment on them. But first, I'm going to go in with the shade maybe Suntan. It is this right here. You could literally just put that on, throw some mascara on, and call it a day. All right, yeah, I really like that shade. It's like a nice warm crease shade. I totally see myself using this palette already just as my like go-to summer palette. It has so many shades that I love. I do have the rest of my makeup on, so hopefully there's not a whole lot of fallout when I go in with the really metallic, like almost pressed glitter looking shades. But that shade is really nice. I like that in the crease. All right, next I'm gonna go in with a different fluffy brush. I think I'm gonna take the shade Magma. Right, oh gosh, right here. It's just a hair darker than that shade that we started with first, Suntan. Just gonna kind of lightly put this in the outer V and blend it into the crease as well. Go back in with my first brush, make sure that the edges are nice and blended. All right, that definitely deepened it up quite a bit. I might try and lighten it a little bit, going with the shade Sundown right here. Add a little bit of that orange creamsicle type of shade. At this point, it's just this eyeshadow is going wherever it wants to go. I think I applied too much of that shade. I don't know, this whole part just right here is getting a little crazy. I really want to take either Silk True Bronze, or True Copper. Like these three, this one, or this one. I think for today I might go in with Silk. Whoa. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna just take that on my finger. That is gorgeous. It does have a little bit of fallout. That is almost like a liquid eyeshadow type of finish. Holy cow. I'm thinking I might try and add the shade True Bronze, which is definitely more gold, right in the center as a pop of like gold right on top. Feels like the same formula. There's that one. Feel it falling on my face. Oh my gosh. I don't really know if that made a difference or if you can even tell because they're all so glittery and bronzy. This palette already, I love it. Like I said, it did have a little bit of fallout. I'm gonna take my powder brush, just try to wipe some of that away. This never works for me, but for some reason I just keep trying. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. It's so pretty. Maybe I could add just a little bit of that deeper. I'm gonna go back in with the shade Magma. It's like a dark cranberry type of shade. Just deepen up the outer V right here. This is stunning, you guys. Not even just the mattes, but the shimmers, which is most of this palette, is amazing. It's so on point. I'm gonna take that same brush, go in just a little bit with the shade Deep Dive. It's the darkest shade in the palette, kind of like a black. Hot deepened up the outer V a little bit. I can definitely see a very dramatic look happening from this palette, but I could also see a very simple, very lightweight, like natural type of look coming from this. Because if you just put the shade like either Beach right here, Ridge, or Sundown in your crease, or even Suntan, and you're good to go. Yeah, you don't really need to make this super, super deep, but I did today. Wow, this is, I cannot get over these shades. Now we're working on the lower lash line as I throw my brush around. I'm gonna go in with the shade Magma again, right here. Taking out a flat definer brush. Kind of the only deepest shade in the palette other than Deep Dive, which Deep Dive is more of a satin finish. One thing I do wish this palette had is maybe a deep brown. I feel like that's kind of what it's missing. Let's take my pencil brush, go in with the shade maybe Suntan or Sundown right here. It's like the orange creamsicle shade. Kind of lighten it up a little bit. All right, gorgeous. So, so pretty. Look at this. That's the only thing is it just gets so dirty so fast. But in terms of the eyeshadows, you guys, this is the palette to have for the summertime. Just so many bronzy, beautiful, warm, summery shades. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my mascara. I think I'm gonna take this dark brown liner from LA Girl. It's the LA Glide Gel Liner in the shade Brown. And so I'll be back after I've done those two things. All right, guys, I'm back. I just finished up my mascara, and like I said, I applied that brown liner from LA Girl. I cannot stop looking at the shimmer. Like, I love the mattes. I think they did a great job with the mattes and with the colors of the mattes. I do wish that there was a darker brown doesn't pull so red like this shade is, but I really, really like it. And the fact that it has so many beautiful shimmer shades that I can just use every single day that are my shades, that just makes it even better. So yeah, I'd say if you're thinking about getting this palette, be sure to pick it up. All of the shades that I did use are great. At the very end of this video, I will have swatches just so you guys can get an idea of what this looks like for shades that I didn't end up using. But yeah, let me know if you guys have bought this palette, what your experience with Natasha Denona is, all of that. Like I said, I only have 2 palettes from her, and both of them I really, really love. And I love that it is a cheaper price than some of her insane palettes that I would never buy. hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.